Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome back to the Tyler-kun Williams channel. Welcome to another video. Yes, guys, I am back in the very cold and boring state of Delaware. I had a great time in Phoenix, Arizona for a weekend. Met some cool people, saw some great matches. I met plenty of wrestlers both in Access and outside of Access. It was ridiculous. It was a fun weekend. I fucking enjoyed myself, and I'm so glad I took the trip out to Phoenix. Even though I'm broke for the next few days until I get paid, I'm very glad that I went out there. I would definitely do it again. Now, while I was out there, I did put out a few videos, and a lot of them got a good amount of views, especially my Jack Swagger video while I was in a bar. The bunch of people, I got like 30,000 views, which is just awesome thinking about it. I know I got a lot of new subscribers from that and other videos I did. So I want to welcome all the new subscribers and everyone who's new watching this video. Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button, because we are going to be the next growing channel on YouTube. We're making it, guys. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers. Let's hit 5,000 before Wrestlemania. I think we could do it. I think we can hit 5,000 before Wrestlemania, so let's do it. Anyway, while I was in Phoenix, there were some really good stories coming out. One of the biggest stories, and this happened at the Royal Rumble, was Nia Jax entering in the Royal Rumble. That was the most shocking part of the night, I think, was seeing this woman. Now, honestly and truly, if there were any woman on the roster that would enter in a Royal Rumble, realistically, it would be Nia Jax. I mean, think about it. In the history of women we've seen entering Royal Rumble matches, we've had Chyna, Beth Phoenix, and Karma. All are big, imposing women that you could realistically believe that can kick a man's ass. So that didn't really shock me. What shocked me was what happened during the match. Number one, she eliminated Mustafa Ali. I should expect her to eliminate somebody, but really, Mustafa of all people, I was angry when it happened. But the most shocking part was she was about to go eliminate Rey Mysterio, and she got super kicked in the face by Dolph Ziggler, got hit with a 619 by Rey Mysterio, and then, above all, an RKO from Randy Orton. It was... oh my god, that was the best part. You guys probably saw a video. I enjoyed myself. I fucking love that part. It was amazing. Now, a lot of people, some people were pissed about this, like, Nia Jax get pushed on our throats again. Why Nia Jax of all people? Now, to be fair, if there were any other woman on the roster entering in this Rumble match, I probably wouldn't have believed that they stood a chance. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of the women, they're great wrestlers, they're great performers. I just can't believe any woman on the roster that could realistically hold up with someone like Randy Orton in the ring, aside from Nia Jax. So I can kind of understand why they went with her. Now, of course, is she a good wrestler? I don't think so. Is she someone who I want to see get pushed in a men's division? No, of course not. But, like I said, of all the women they have right now, Nia Jax is really the only one who's physically imposing enough to go up with the men. So, once again, I can understand, and I'm fine with it, and I can understand it. Not gonna say I like it, though. Now, was I a fan of the intergender wrestling? Yes, I was. I watched plenty of intergender wrestling matches and Lucha Underground, outside of WWE, like Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground. I've seen plenty of intergender matches. Now, all of them are not my cup of tea. I think there are some limits on what you should do in an intergender match, but I believe that it should be a thing in WWE, and this is the first step in possibly us getting to that point. Now, the other biggest news that we have, I'm combining like basically two articles here, is that Dean Ambrose is confirmed to be leaving WWE after WrestleMania. This was confirmed by WWE themselves. They come out with a statement saying, Dean Ambrose, Jonathan Good, will not be renewing his contract with WWE when it expires in April. We are grateful and appreciative of all Dean has given to WWE and our fans. We wish him well and hope that one day Dean Ambrose will return to the WWE. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, why did they announce this? This is obviously a work. I mean, why would they announce this? They don't announce for anyone else. The reason that they announced it is because, number one, I don't think they wanted the dirt sheets to break it before anyone else. I think they wanted to do it themselves. And number two, it's because they respect Dean Ambrose enough to actually want to wish him well. If you notice, if it were any other person, you know, it'd be like, okay, Dave Meltzer knows about it. You guys know about it. What the fuck ever. We might bury him, we might not. We might send them well wishes, we might not. With Dean Ambrose, it's like, oh, we wish him the best. We hope he does well. We're so grateful for everything he does to us. You know, Dean Ambrose is Dean Ambrose. They are really making it seem like because they don't want him to go. It's the whole thing where you want to butter someone up so that way they could potentially stay or come back in the future. Now, Dean Ambrose already has turned down a contract from them, and he has made it clear that he does not want to resign. So he put his foot down. He says, look, I'm not resigning. stop trying. So this is the best they can do. This is the best they can do because they realize that, oh shit, he's gone. This is it. Let's just send him on his way and hope that he'll come back. He'll recognize what he's done for them, because Dean Ambrose is one of the top guys in WWE, period. Yes, they have been treating him well these last, well, might I say, few years. But Dean Ambrose, for all intents and purposes, he was pushed from the moon, from the get-go, being a part of the Shield. He was the United States Champion, he was Tag Team Champion, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, WWE Champion at one point, even though they don't like to remind you. This guy has done just about everything except win a Rumble match in WWE, so I can completely understand why they would want to keep him. They want him to stay. I mean, that's the big name guy right there that they're losing. Shit, I'd be the same way if I was losing someone like Dean Ambrose, honestly. Now everyone can now put their 2 cents in on, oh, well, you know, this is Dean Ambrose's fault because he didn't put in the work that he should have. And while I do believe that I think there was a certain point in time where you could tell that Dean Ambrose wasn't trying as hard, I think it kind of is, you know, WWE's bad booking, and Dean Ambrose really just, I would say, being complacent after a while. So that's how I perceive this all coming into fruition with the whole leaving thing. Now, of course, the big thing is that, oh, he's going to AEW, of course, and I don't see why he wouldn't go to AEW. I mean, come on, think about it. Before AEW was around, what other option did wrestlers have to go with other than going back to the independent scenes, or going to Impact Wrestling, or going to Ring of Honor, or going to New Japan Pro Wrestling? Now think about it. Let's go back to the independent scene, where I'm going to definitely make less money, have the creative freedom, and wrestle on my own schedule. Probably not something that a guy like Dean Ambrose, who's been making millions for years, will probably want to do. There's go back to Ring of Honor, where I can make more money than I make on the indies. You know, have to work probably as much dates for WWE, maybe a little bit less. But at the end of the day, I'm not making as much money as I used to. I'm pretty sure Dean Ambrose is not going to want to, once you start making $1 million, you ain't going to want to step down to making less than that. So I'm sure Dean Ambrose still wants to make that much money. There's going to Impact Wrestling. You probably work a WWE-like schedule over there, and you're definitely making less money. They're probably going to pay him top dollar, but I'm sure he's not making WWE money. Or you go New Japan Pro Wrestling, where they could kind of pay you close to WWE money. They can book you as strong as possible. You could possibly replace Kenny Omega as the type gaijin over there. But the thing is that you're relocating to a whole other country. That's not a career decision. That is a life decision. You have to pick up, you know, he's married to Renee Young, who works with WWE, so now he's leaving his wife behind. It's like, no, that wasn't even an option, basically. So AEW coming around was the best thing for this guy. This is basically the only place I can see him going. So yes, I think he is going to AEW at Double or Nothing. Now, of course, on Monday Night Raw, we saw a tease between him and Nia Jax that suddenly might have been setting up something down the line. I mean, we have seen Nia Jax in a Rumble match getting her ass kicked by 3 men. So at this point, what's stopping them from doing a full-on intergender match? I mean, we've seen intergender matches in WWE before. Of course, nowadays, it's really just the men getting their ass kicked the whole time. I refer back to Becky Lynch versus James Ellsworth of last year. But you guys get the point. They set something up there. Now, will they go through with it? I don't know, but I don't think they would have done that for no reason. They know Dean Ambrose is on his way out. Nia Jax is here to stay. They obviously keep on pushing this woman for God knows what reason other than she's Samoan. She's Samoan, she's big, and they could market her. So if Dean Ambrose is on his way out, why not put over someone big that you're going to set up? And I think it makes sense for them to set up Nia Jax as the man beater. She's going to be... If they're going to set up any woman to potentially start facing off against men before they start interwoven other women into that kind of intergender-like division, they're going to start with Nia Jax. So it just seems to align up perfectly for the way they're setting up. WrestleMania is right around the corner. Dean Ambrose is on his way out after WrestleMania. And Nia Jax, she has nothing to do. So why not put her in a intergender match? Now, who goes over? Obviously, Nia Jax is going to win that match. Why would you have Dean Ambrose go over and he's leaving? So, Nia Jax obviously going to win that match. Now, do you guys want to see a match between Nia Jax and Dean Ambrose? I mean, the match sounds cool on paper and in theory. Honestly and truly, Nia Jax is a negative wrestler, and Dean Ambrose doesn't light my world on fire as a wrestler either. So, would it be a good match? Probably not. But that's something you can market around. The first ever intergender match at WrestleMania is something they can market. Now, is it the first ever? No. But they can market around that. That could be a potential headliner. Main event? No. But a headliner for their show. Come see the first ever man versus woman match at WrestleMania. That people would fly from all parts of the world to see a match between Dean Ambrose and Nia Jax. I'm not gonna lie, I want to see that match. I mean, I honestly want to see Nia Jax versus Randy Orton because of this face-off they had, but I'd pay money to see that. You can always do something where Tamina kind of helps Nia Jax defeat Dean Ambrose. Like, it's not a clean victory, because I highly doubt they want to have Nia Jax just go in there, demolish Dean Ambrose on his way out, because then you just ruin any chance of him coming back. How you go about it is really going to be the question, but I think setting this up is honestly a good idea on their end, and I really want to see where to go with it. That being said, guys, that's all I have to say. That was my little commentary I wanted to do. I really don't do these types of videos. So let me know if you guys enjoy this, and what do you guys think about the whole Nia Jax versus Dean Ambrose thing, Dean Ambrose leaving, Nia Jax being an intergender, all that ensemble going on. Let me know down below. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Like and share this video, and as always, subscribe to this channel. Love you guys always, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.